Hello, kindergarten. Today is day 2 of writing. We are continuing to work on giving our opinion. An opinion is when you tell what you think and you give your reasons why. Yesterday we read I Love School, and then we used I Love School as an inspiration for us to think about things that we love about kindergarten this year. Then we wrote a piece telling about our favorite thing that we did in kindergarten. I hope you got to share it with a grown-up. Today we're going to write an opinion letter, but it's going to be a different kind of letter. Today we're going to write a letter to each of our teachers, one to either to Miss Dempsey or to Miss Mary Pat, about an idea for an end-of-year celebration activity that you think would be really fun to do. These activities are things that we would do in our Zoom meetings. So we are going to write a letter to our teachers. I'm going to show you how. But before we get started, we need to come up with some ideas. So why don't we take a minute to turn to our grown-up and talk about some ideas that you think would be really fun to do in a Zoom meeting for our end-of-year celebration. While you're talking, I'll be making my own list to share with you. Welcome back. Well, here's my list. Some things that I thought that would be fun to do for celebrating the end of the school year. I thought painting a picture for next year's class might be a fun idea. In that picture, we could share some of the things that we did. We could paint our favorite activity. There's lots of ways we could do that. And there's lots of reasons that would be a really great idea because it would teach next year's kids all about kindergarten. We could have a puppet play using Eric Carle characters. I thought that since we've been reading about Eric Carle, it might be fun to have a little puppet show in our Zoom meetings. And there's probably lots of good reasons why, right? Kids like to draw, kids like to cut, kids like to imagine, and wouldn't it be fun to clap at the end? Absolutely. We could play a guessing game. We've been playing some animal guessing games. We could do one of those games. Some things that are fun about playing a guessing game are that kids get to give clues. They get to try to trick teachers. And it's a lot of fun to play guessing games. We could wear a homemade crown to the celebration. What could we write about why we would want to wear a crown? Well, crowns are fun. Crowns make us feel special. It would really make our end-of-year celebration festive. Those are some great reasons why we might want to do those. So today for writing, I'm going to write a letter, right, to you and tell you one of the ideas that I think would be the best for the end-of-the-year celebration, so you'll know how to do it when it's your turn. I'm going to write about having a puppet play using the Eric Carle characters we've been reading about. So to get started, you will take one of your writing sheets and you'll add a line. I just drew this in. I took a ruler and I drew a line and then I wrote the word dear. I'm going to fill this in. And I put a space up here, a line, to write the date. So I'm going to write today's date. Wow, you've been maybe seeing some information about the days of week, right? We've been practicing that in our classroom. Well, today is May 4th. So I'm going to write today's date there, May, M-A-Y, 4th. And the year, you probably remember, is 2020. So I'm writing that on here. Let me show it to you. Okay, when we write a letter to someone, we put the date on. That way they know when the letter was written, May 4th, 2020. Then we put a salutation on there. That's just a big word for a greeting. So I'm going to greet all of you. I'm going to write dear, and then it's already written there, and I'm going to write the word class. C makes the k sound in this word. Class. Ah, ah. I hear an ah in there. The A makes that. And then SS. Dear class. You can copy mine so that you can get started. At the end, I will put a closing. I will write yours truly, but I'm going to write first before I do that. So back to why we think it might be fun to have an Eric Carle puppet play. What do you think might be fun about having an Eric Carle puppet play? Turn to your grown-up. Well, one idea, right? I have lots of ideas, but before I start writing, I have to give my opinion. So I have to write a sentence that tells my reader what my opinion is. So my first sentence is, I think a puppet show is the best idea. That's my opinion. I think it's the best idea. I'm going to start my sentence with I, uppercase I, because I'm starting a sentence, and when we use the I, it's always capitalized. Think. Oh, there's that th sound. TH makes the th sound. Ink. I-N-K. I think. A, that's a popcorn word. I'm using my finger spaces. Puppet. P-P-U. Pup. Oh yeah, there's a P in there. There's two P's. E-N-T. Look at how I included my finger spaces in between my words. And I'm writing as carefully as I can to fit in the lines. I think a puppet show is, popcorn word, the popcorn word, best, B like balloon, E-S-T, idea, for, oh, there's a new popcorn word, for a celebration, C-E-L-E-B-R-A, hyphen, I have to go on the other line, T-A-T-I-O-N. Your grown-ups can write that big word out for you, and you can copy it. Celebration. And then always put a period at the end of your sentence. Now I have to give my reasons why, right? So I can even say, I think this because. So I'm going to write that on there. I think, finger space, this because, B-E-C-A-U-S-E. Let's see, one of my reasons I wrote, kids like to draw. K-I-D, kid. I hear a D at the end. Like, oh, there's another popcorn word. I love when I can use a popcorn word. To draw. I think this because kids like to draw. What's another reason I wrote down? Oh, kids love to pretend. I know a lot of kids love to pretend. Kids love to pretend. There's my period at the end. There's my uppercase K at the beginning of my sentence. Kids love to pretend. It would be fun. I'm just going to write, it is fun, right? It's fun to do all those things. It, talking about how I feel, right? How I think you would feel is fun. And then I really like the idea of clapping at the end. We, W-E, that's a popcorn word. Can, there's another popcorn word. Clap, k-k, there's the k-kl, C and L make the kl sound. App, A and P. at the end. I'm going to put an exclamation point there because I'm excited about that. We can clap at the end. Okay. Now I'm going to put my closing. Yours. That's just a way of saying goodbye. Yours truly. And I'm writing the letter, so my name goes on the end. Miss Mary Pat. I made a mistake, and I just wrote right over that. I didn't even have to use my eraser. Yours truly. I'm saying goodbye, right? And it means, I really mean this. Yours truly, Miss Mary Pat. Then I could go back and draw a picture of kids with their puppets in the puppet show. So there's what you're going to do. You're going to make a line for your date, a line for your salutation or your greeting. Oh, did I tell you what comma goes there after that? You're going to write your opinion, right? What do you think is the best idea? Then you're going to give your reasons why. You want to convince your teachers about how great your idea is. So we can then think about those things for the end of the year. So you're going to write that letter today to us, and using all of those formatting things that we talked about, a greeting and a closing. Then you're going to take a picture of it and attach it to an email and send it to your teachers so your teacher can read. So if you're in Miss Mary Pat's class, you send it to me. If you're in Miss Dempsey's class, you send it to her. Have fun. I can't wait to see your writing. Enjoy.